Hello YouTube, how are you? This is a Dark Dimension 6 video. I do many of these here in the embassy. I'm Ambassador Al. Hello, welcome. If this is your first time here, double welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Why are you here? Because I do high-end content, whether it's Dark Dimension 6, high-end war stuff, fancier Crucible battles. I'm going to be Masters 3 next week. Ridiculous. Thanks to the 3-0 during the totally broken Crucibles week 1 of this season. But whatever, I've been in Masters 3 before, so it's not shocking, but it's gonna be fun. I'm number 40 in the rankings, whatever. We do high-end fun stuff. But I'm also here for all your free-to-play players, your mid-game players. Not that you can't be end-game and free-to-play, I know. But I'm here for all of you. We do event guides, all that stuff. And I'm blabbing way too much. Tonight we're doing Dark Dimension 6, as you know from the title of the video. Right now we're in the Cosmic nodes. And we found the Cosmic nodes are much slower, much more of a slog to get through. We finished Node 6 yesterday, and we started Node 7 by basically just going phase 4 into a bunch of ults and letting the characters die and quit out. We couldn't make any progress at all. We basically had to just use basics and let it go. So we took 9 attacks for the first node, 14 attacks, 9 attacks in the first node. And this one, man, we reset a bunch of times and we couldn't get any progress in here. So we're going to see how we do tonight. So we got 45 minutes until midnight. I'm going to go ahead and pay the cores to try to get a little bit further. Why? Because I'm optimistic that my city plan is coming together much quicker than anticipated. I'll show it to you real quick. So this better be a good video. But right now, we've already gotten through global. This is my Cosmic team, as you see in front of you. And City, I've already got 29.9 built. I'm working towards big time, spreading big time. I've got all the minis. Just got to get a little more Origin gear and a few more minis to get Dagger. If it turns out that it takes longer to get there, or that we get there, you know, if we get enough minis for her, great. If we get there really fast, which doesn't look like we're doing, we may have to pivot from Dagger down to like Mr. Negative. We're gonna see. But I feel like the plan's on track enough that I'm not willing to spend. If it takes me 14 attacks on this node, I don't want to take 14 days, because within 14 days I'm ready. And then the next node might take 10 attacks, and I'm not going to take 10 days for that when I've got teams already built to keep going. So that's why I'm okay spending some cores, but not a lot on what we're doing. So people always want to know about that stuff. So that's why we're doing it. So, but this is the only heal I'm doing. Oh, let's go. So let's get it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look how awful this is. No, I'm not. Thank you, stay winning. So let's see what we can go out of this. This is just ridiculous. Let me see. The advice I have here is you got to survive the opening part, and once you get into the node, you just try to work down Hulkbuster as much as you can. Hey, look! This time we're gonna take turns. This is ridiculous. I know, right? But I really feel like here's what I'll tell you guys for you Dark Dimension 6 chasers. Global nodes, you really needed to have Apocalypse to make those go fairly efficiently. In playing through this so far, I feel like you really needed to have Dormammu to make it go really well. I mean, Vahl and Kang are doing great work. They are doing great stuff, but they're not enough. They're not enough to get through feeling it going well. You may want to go. People still will go. Oh, well, go bring Eternals. Like, yeah, but it's hard to bring Eternals because there's so much Mystic gear, and the Eternals are not in every game mode. So it's tough to go for it without setting yourself back a lot. Because guess what? Mystic means that City, the best characters in City so far are Cloak and Dagger, and they're Mystic. And so it's hard to make that happen, and this happen, and that. You can't. It's hard for most people, unless you're spending a lot of money, let's be honest, to have that much Mystic gear to do all of it. So you kind of pick and choose. I chose Vahl as my one Mystic here, and I went for Kang as tech, Stitcher is a very cheap tech, Kestrel is tech and skill, and I put skill over on Starlight Annihilation. So it's fine. Yeah. And I'm saying Cloak and Dagger aren't the only choices, but they tend to be the top choices for City Mystic. Okay. But anyway, and that's people who have finished Dark Dimension 6, and that's what they like to do. But what I was saying was I feel like Dormammu is more important than Eternals, and I think if you were to go Vahl and Kang and Dormammu, and then I don't know, 3 cheap. I may have, these are, I mean, honestly, Starlight Annihilation, Stitcher, and Kestrel are fairly cheap, but pick 2 of the 3. Just pick Kang, bring Kang 2. Vahl, Kang, and Dormammu would probably roll through this much easier, but it's hard when you do that. He's basically like Dormammu takes 5 Mystic pieces, so that's probably not a good idea. That's the thing. It's like it would probably go great, but is it a good bang for your buck? Is it a good use of your resources? No, I don't believe so. That's why I didn't do it. But I do believe that if you were trying to get through Dark Dimension 6 in a smaller number of attacks, smaller of turns, then yes, Dormammu would be a great choice. But I also believe that if you do that, you're going to cause yourself so many other problems in Dark Dimension, or in the rest of your game. It's not worth it to do it. It takes 5. Every piece of Mystic gear you could possibly use to make Dormammu happen, you need to use. But if you had unlimited budget, just dollar bills, y'all, Dormammu would be really helpful here. That's not a very exciting opinion, but I'm telling you, these nodes appear to be like, again, much like Apocalypse for the first nodes. These nodes are set up that your team's gonna get wiped, and if you had the revive once ability on all your characters, if you had revive once, you had Dormammu's ult that heals them all up, you had the ability to stun and reverse charges, use the charges and flip buffs to debuffs, you'd be amazing here. The problem is that it's the bang for the buck. He's a hell of a lot of bang, but he's also a hell of a lot of buck. So that's the issue, right? So that's why I didn't do it. I'm trying to get through here on medium buck, big bang. I'm trying to get like some like little bit of buck. Yeah, I mean, my base expense for Dark Dimension 6 strictly is spending cores to refresh the stores and spending my gold on Dark Dimension 6 gear instead of on character levels. I'm not buying the Gear 18, the Armory 18 orbs. I'm not buying those things directly. I'm just not doing it. And for that reason, I don't have enough gear to sit here and bring both Eternals or Dormammu and still bring everything else I want to bring to the table as well. So I'm having to pick and choose. And in my picking and my choosing, this is what I came up with. Kang and Vahl's expensive character for Mystic, but I'm using them in Mystic Raids. I'm using them in Crucible right now. Bifrost is a crucial team for Crucible. It's working out very well. So my investment in Vahl is great. Investment in Kang has been great. Kestrel, still useful all places, and she's actually not that expensive gear-wise to bring to Gear 18. Stitcher is super cheap, was one reason I brought him. But and Starlight Annihilation's eh. I don't know if I'm dead naming, but I did say I didn't inadvertently say she instead of they. I'm trying hard, man. What's dead naming? I don't even know what that even means. But I'll say these cosmic nodes have been a real struggle, much more than global, much more than I thought they would be. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what would be the better plan if I hadn't already committed to the plan I had? You might do things like Cosmo might be a good choice as a healer, and on the Nowhere team, it just sets its bio, and that might be useful for you. Depends on how your gear falls out. Then maybe we would have brought Cosmo instead of Star-Lord Annihilation, because Star-Lord Annihilation is doing nothing for this team. For a similar cost and gear, Cosmo may have been at least somewhat useful. So we're still picking and choosing. I'll put together a guide when I'm done with this and can test things. But honestly, look, I've got 2 characters. I've killed Hulkbuster, and I forgot who the other one was. This may actually count. That's actually a good start. I'm taking it. So, yeah, I could have reset that. I could have done another reset. But honestly, the way this node's been going, you're getting wiped on the first 5 over and over and over. Everyone says once you kill Hulkbuster, that opens up quite a bit. So I'm hoping to do that. So that's not a great start, I don't think, but maybe it's okay. So I'm gonna call that a night until midnight. It's 11:25 East Coast time. I'm gonna stop the recording. You told me you're great. Just wanted to show you how we analyze it, how we're talking about it, how we kind of arrive at our opinions here. Not just me, but collectively the group here in the chat. How we kind of get some ideas of how we want to do Dark Dimension 6. How much do you want to commit resources to? What's bang for buck? And if you'd like to see more of that, come join us, twitch.tv/Ambassador Al. I love talking about Dark Dimension 6 planning. I'm a planner by nature. Get my spreadsheets out. We analyze. It's kind of a cost-benefit analysis, ROI, return on investment, kind of financial stuff to it, because that's what I like doing. But yeah, some characters are they're good, but are they worth it? And that's a big part of this whole game, right? It'll be fine. But for the meantime, I'll wrap it up for now. Just watch for the next one. With a few simple rules. Hey, did we win? No. But remember, winning beats losing. Losing beats not getting to play. Being in the fight, trying to make a difference, whether it's in real life or in your game, the struggle, the journey, to me is the best part of it. So as long as you're a gamer, it's fun. You're trying to solve puzzles. You're trying to move the needle, trying to do better things. That's what we're here for, and I love you. So I love you. Be love, be joy, be happiness. Spread it around. Help make the world a better place for yourself and other people too. In the meantime, until next time, peace and love. Bye.